Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Spankatron 5000 show. This podcast was recorded a few months ago, and I messed up on the audio mixer. And for some reason, my microphone was the only one that was coming through. And I know it sounds like it's something you would do on purpose if you're an asshole, but I swear that I was not. It took me a while to figure out how to amplify the audio so that you could hear everybody. I didn't want to release a super shitty version. So here you go. Thank you for bearing with me and listening to this. It's a bit crappy audio quality, but it's hilarious. It's got Parker Thompson, his cousin Stephanie Thompson, myself, and Aaron Walden. And it is a fantastic episode, and I hope you enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the Spankatron 5000 show with your host, Kelsey Todd.
Doesn't he get his blood pumped out and re-pumped with new blood? What's that called? Dialysis machine?
Or
just to stay
vampirism.
fresh. Or vampirism, yeah. The dude, not the lead singer, but the guitar guy.
I have no idea. I thought they did that with bicyclists. Like, did they?
Do they?
Really? To
where
reoxygenate
they,
their
give
blood?
them extra blood.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Blood doping is what it's called.
Blood
Yeah.
doping, I've heard of that,
Yeah, but I thought, you do some weird thing with injecting more blood or more oxygenated blood.
I think it's more oxygenated blood.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue.
Were you guys talking about that were we talking about that on the podcast, blood doping? I feel like on one of your podcasts.
I've never talked about blood doping. This is the first time.
Well, I mean, have you seen Mad Max?
Mm-hmm.
Because they pretty much are doing that there.
Yeah.
They're stealing people's blood.
Yeah.
Blood
Mad
baths.
Max. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Max was dope. You guys saw it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. I've seen it twice.
I walked out of the theater and I was just like, what the fuck did I just watch? I was blown away.
Yeah.
It's my expectations are super high and it completely met them.
Yeah. I didn't see any of the previous ones though, like the original Mad
They're
Max.
okay.
Yeah.
The first one I don't think is that good. I think
No, the first one's really shitty. I actually downloaded it with we watched it and we were like,
Way
It's a
different than
70s
the other
movie.
ones, too.
Yeah.
and then my favorite up until this one, my favorite 80s movie was Beyond Thunderdome. I love that movie.
Is that a Mad Max movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's with Tina Turner.
It's so 80s.
That's
It's
the one where it
beautiful.
goes totally off the rails and just crazy.
The director
Blaster.
wanted to make the last portion of the movie where Mad Max meets that tribe of children who have surviving in that oasis and they have their own language. He wanted to make a whole movie about them, but the studio wanted him to make a post-apocalyptic, more crazy Thunderdome shit.
Huh.
Were you talking about the new one?
No, we're talking about Thunderdome.
Oh.
You haven't seen that one yet?
No, I haven't seen any of them. This is the only Mad Max series. Yeah.
Let's do a mic check real quick.
And what am I expecting?
Okay, so super good question you asked. You're just fuck it, I'll just come to this podcast. So have you do you listen to any podcasts?
Yeah, some, but I'm not the biggest consumer of podcasts.
Me neither.
Yeah.
There's a couple I listen to. I listen to Improv for Humans, which is just long form, UCB style comedy where you just do scenes and you try to find the game within the scene and heighten it or whatever, and then find the silly thing in the scene and then kind of expand on it. But it's pretty much, this podcast is just we'll be talking and bantering, and then if someone has an idea, just start a scene and then just have a scene. And then when the scene's over, just be end scene. We just do that for an hour.
An hour? Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's super fun. Anyone can start a scene at any time.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just making an offhand joke and people take that as an indication you're starting a scene.
Totally. Yep. All right, mic check. Do yours, Aaron.
Check.
Okay.
Mikey.
Witness me.
Okay.
Wow.
Perfect. Now, the reason these microphones suck, so you got to get really close to them like this when you do the shit.
Oh, they don't have the
Unfortunately.
little puffball thing.
No, the puffballs were actually making it. These are such shitty mics. The puffballs were actually stopping the audio from going through. Also, just keep them on.
Okay.
Don't click them on or off because throughout the podcast it'll click. But yeah, I'm gonna officially introduce the podcast now. All right,
I'm ready.
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone in the world with ears who is living in America only. Only Americans can listen to this podcast. If you're from another country, turn it off. Not true. Welcome to the Spankatron 5000 show. Appreciate you all being here today. Now for introductions, I handpicked the world's greatest improvisers in Seattle.
Very persuasive, yes.
I did. The man just speaking to my left, Aaron Walden.
What?
Say hello, Aaron.
Hello.
Aaron sells life insurance to old people.
No.
No,
But
incorrect.
you get it
Someday, yeah.
A few more years, you may pick up.
I may pick up what you actually do.
Yes.
Across from me, returning champion to the show,
Undefeated.
Parker Thompson. Welcome, Parker.
Thanks for having me.
Is this a competition?
Only for me.
Only for him. Only for Parker.
No one else is competing, and they've never defeated me.
Exactly. Good job, buddy. And then to my right is a new person who I've never met until tonight. So it's fucking awesome. I love just being thrown into the dirt with somebody. That's how I did it growing up.
That sounds great.
Stephanie Thompson
As I'm cousins
to Parker Thompson, and she is an ensemble member at Unexpected Productions
Correct.
and does theater sports shows.
Correct.
So if you guys are listening to this, when you listen to this, all 85 of you, I've got 85 people listening to this shit. That's crazy. That's like such a big number for me. I was like, dude.
I was thinking maybe 4.
No, dude.
Nothing.
No. Totally. No, I got you.
I didn't know what schmuck would be interested in listening to an improv podcast.
I
Totally,
assumed it was
right?
only people who had been on the podcast that were listening to this.
Like
Hi,
6
Elizabeth
people.
Westerman.
Yeah, totally. No, 85 people on average every single month listen to it. It's crazy.
Oh, no.
So, hey, 85 Seattle fans. Yeah. Dude, I had Tim Tracy was on. Elizabeth Westerman was on.
Wow.
Tony Beeman was going to be on, but he just got a bunch of dental work. He was going to be here tonight. And I was like, was it like fillings? And he was like, no, just some dental work. I'm like, okay. You could probably still come.
His face is limp. And then
Totally.
I would come anyway.
That'd be funny. That'd be really fun.
Have you ever seen someone try to eat soup with half their face numb?
That's pretty good.
I've done it multiple times.
I always bit the fuck out of my lip when it was numb.
No, or my cheek.
Dude.
You
Yeah.
could just claim that Greg Greer's on this podcast right now.
Yeah, because he's
Laryngitis,
silent,
he can't
dude.
talk. Yeah.
So Greg Greer, I invited to the podcast like when it first came out because I kind of bumped the idea off of him and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. Do you want to be on? And he's like, yeah, man. But then he got laryngitis and he can't talk. And I have this secret fantasy where I think it'd be cool as hell to like escape into the woods and never speak another word in my life and then just come back and just be this like silent human amongst other people and be like, have you guys seen Orange is the New Black?
Not the
Basically
new
the
stuff.
first season.
Yeah.
But you know the chick is just quiet all the time and never speaks. No, not Chang. She's like a white girl, worked in the kitchen with Red,
Oh.
kind of has a little squishy mouth. Norma, very sweet, but she doesn't
She's
talk.
the equivalent of the guy who has the little squirrel in the Shawshank Redemption.
Is she white or black? This one's white.
I don't know. I actually don't remember any silent lady.
Okay, well, there's a silent lady on there, but it's really powerful because she's still able to communicate with everyone. She just doesn't speak. She doesn't speak. For some reason, that's really attractive to me.
I think if you do that, you need to, like, on your
Women.
deathbed, say, like, the one word. Like, you need to save something up.
As my final word.
Yeah.
That would be so much pressure. You think you'd get it, and then like you'd be like, years later, you'd be like, oh, I gotta change it now.
Or you keep thinking you're going to die, and then you recover and you waste it.
I think mine would be boot.
Boot? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Something nonsense where everyone's like waiting for that beautiful moment and you just go.
Mine would be adopted, but I wouldn't clarify at all, and I'd assume that I had more than one kid at this point, so no one would know
Everyone
exactly.
around.
Like, am I adopted? Are they adopted? Nobody knows.
Totally. I think that, I was going to say something really inappropriate is my last word, but I think what I would secretly do is I'd secretly record audiobooks at night and then release them and make a ton of money, but I would do it under like a nom de plume. No, that's a
What
bad
about
idea.
secretly podcast?
Definitely could.
There's a guy that actually did that. He didn't secretly podcast, but he lived in the woods for 30 years.
I've heard about the guy, the
Yeah.
hermit in the Appalachian
In
or something.
Maine.
In Maine, that's right.
Yeah.
I totally heard about that
He went
guy.
around burgling houses.
We only stole
And-
food and things
yeah.
that he needed,
Right,
and
yeah.
he like lived, what is it, 30 winters in Maine,
Yeah.
and He found his own little like spot, and it was actually pretty close to civilization, but they couldn't see him because it was obstructed by like trees and giant boulders. And he lived there for like 30 years.
It's nuts.
And never talked to a soul.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And when he got arrested for, burglarizing for 30 years, he had to start talking to people, and he just didn't know how. So, he knew how to talk. But
Right.
it was like interacting with people
It was crazy difficult.
yeah.
I was
Wow.
just not just going crazy.
I think
He
that
said he loved it.
I would love it. Like I would probably go crazy for like a month, but I would become so serene and like meditate
Yeah.
and just go to like alpha levels. That's a thing.
Yeah.
I want to raise a cougar,
Yeah.
right?
In the woods.
From kittenhood. So it'd be just like a giant house cat that could kill meat for you.
Totally.
But
You're
then,
like,
do
hunt.
you talk to the cougar? Because then you got something to talk to.
Yeah. Did he say any words during the 30 years?
Well, I have a cat currently, and I talk to it constantly. So, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We cut to the interrogation room of the main guy. So, did you talk to any cats out there?
What word do I use?
Yes or no on that one.
No.
No, you didn't talk to any cats while you're in the woods.
No.
So, what was it even like in the woods?
Quiet. Wet. Moldy. Love.
I'm going to have to interrupt here. I think he's clearly lying as he's covered in cat hair. And I need a confession right away.
Oh, I brought your confection.
Thank you. I'm really hungry.
Donuts all around.
Except for you to figure out this nonsense about the cat.
We can't just give him donuts out of the woods. It would be way too much. We have to work him up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Gluten
Mhm.
intolerant, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with bran muffins.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Are we interviewing Batman?
Just let him speak. He's been in the woods for 30 years. He is wearing a Batman mask, but I didn't want to bring it up.
I gave it to him. It's what I had for him.
Like,
We're out of prison uniform.
what?
So Batman went crazy and just spent the last 30 years in the woods.
Look, I left Gotham a broken man. I sold all my money and
Who did you sell your money to?
the National Forest Agency. I bought a cave.
You already had a cave, though. Why did you need to buy a new cave?
The current cave was filled with dark memories. So I bought a cave, okay? And I moved there. That's where I've been for 30 years. So now you know, coppers, okay? Now you know.
You know, the Joker has killed a lot of people in the past 30 years.
Why aren't you doing your job, Commissioner Gordon?
I didn't think you'd recognize me. After all these years.
I saw the tattoo you and I got on our wrists.
Bad buds forever.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, whoa. You two have bat butts forever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got one night after.
See, we put our arms together like this.
Yep, see? It looks like a bat symbol. And one night after a big bust, we he got half the bat wing tattooed on one of his butt cheeks, and I got the other one tattooed on one of my butt cheeks. And we got a photo taken, and then that was, look, Commish, that was my rock bottom.
You know, I have to pause. I can see the bats when pressed together, but when it's just a solo cheek, sorry if I'm wrong here,
I'm
it looks like diarrhea tattoo
You think?
and a splattered kind of mess.
Ugh,
damn it.
God.
Like you had just stood up, and it's kind of like a Rorschach block of diarrhea.
Well, you see what you want to see.
Yeah. And you guys see.
We see friendship.
I missed you, Commish.
I missed you, Batman.
So, did you speak to any cats while you were out there?
God damn it.
Did you speak to Catwoman while you were out there?
Yes.
Very important.
Okay, look. Batman can't lie. It's part of my code. Test me.
Batman, have you ever had erotic thoughts about another man?
Yes. All right, now to answer the question about the cats. Yes, I wasn't alone. I was in Cat Cave. I was in the Bat Cave one night after the butt tattoo incident when I'd hit rock bottom, and I decided, hey, I'm done. All right? I looked up on a map, local caves, Cat Cave, pointed my finger at it, bought it with my money, sold my money, bought the cave. That's where I've been for 30 years.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I think we can drop all charges against you. Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question, what were the charges against me?
Indecent exposure.
Fair?
And catastrophes. It's
And felony mischief.
Fair.
yeah.
I don't know about yours.
Real nature.
Also, child murder.
We're
What?
dropping that charge.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, thank God.
We just put that one on as a standard one.
Yeah. It's just in case.
Well, bat away! Invisibility thing.
Where'd he go?
Pretty sure it's just a smoke bomb and he ran away.
Yeah.
But
He's probably,
anyway,
he's going back.
still impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kudos. He's still got it.
I get it now that we say, okay, I get it.
Cool, perfect.
I know that.
I got it. I've never played Batman before. That was fun.
Yeah.
He sounded a lot like Batman.
Mhm.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't do any impression.
Me neither.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm horrible at it. The one thing I can do sort of well is an impression of Will Ferrell doing an impression of Harry Carey.
Oh, awesome.
But that's because his impression of Harry Carey wasn't quite Harry Carey.
Right.
So it's an impression of him doing an impression.
That's
It's
awesome.
kind of a meta impression.
Who's Harry Carey?
He was a famous baseball caller.
If you've seen like the
for
best of
Chicago, for the Chicago
Red
Ball,
Sox.
About the hit him with the 60s.
Gotcha.
Chicago beatbox.
Yeah, I don't know.
but no, if you've seen the best of Will Ferrell SNL DVD or whatever that came out like 10 years ago, it's one of the sketches on it.
Should.
Yes.
There's
I will
actually 2 volumes
pick it up.
now.
Huh?
You're gonna pick it up.
Is that too big?
You're gonna download it.
I'll
Well, you
Yeah,
can borrow
I'll
it.
stream it.
Yeah, I have it on DVD.
Just for this. I'll do that.
I feel like I should, since I set it up, I should try to do it.
You should try to do it. Okay, ready?
Hold on.
Everyone count down. 3, 2, 1.
Hey! What's your favorite planet? Mine's the sun. It's like the king of planets.
That was perfect.
That was fun.
That was fantastic.
The only impression I can really do is like, you know, in the horror movies, how you get that guy who's like warning, like the people go to him and like, oh, there's been no bus here for like 40 years. Like
Mhm.
I can do that guy.
Like the old guy at the gas station?
Yeah.
It's a harbinger. It's
Why?
like the-
No
Yeah.
one's been down at that lake for 40 years.
There you go.
That's
That's
about all I
perfect.
got.
Nice.
Nice.
You think of one, because I'm going to think of one while you're doing one.
I can do like a probably just like super racist stereotypes for a max of about 10 seconds each, and then they just kind of turn into a different stereotype. Because I can't keep it. It's just an accent, but
I don't think it's not necessarily racist unless you say something really bad about them.
oh, okay.
Or are you some sort of, was it Mickey Rooney thing? Is that who it was? Or-
Oh, God, no, Mickey Rooney, the Chinese guy, the
No,
Japanese
you-
guy at the top of the stairs.
Yeah,
It can definitely be racist just by the accent.
Yeah, I mean
True,
that's really
yeah.
all I got.
Cool. I'm kind of the same way. I feel bad.
Yeah.
It's weird that it's racist to do like an Asian accent, but it's not racist to do an Australian accent.
Or
think
yeah,
it's
well,
like-
I'm super offended by Canadian accents. Like,
Me too.
I think
Oh,
they're
dude.
so racist.
Me too.
And I feel bad for
Yeah.
the Canadians. Yeah.
I agree.
I had a show where I had to do, like, my character got endowed as Canadian, and it just kept ending up Irish.
How
Nice.
you mess up
They're-
Canadian?
they're not that
It's
far apart from
American
each
with
other.
a boot.
Mhm.
You just say oot.
Oot. Yep.
Well, if I
Sorry,
started
sorry.
losing the accent, I just end every sentence with A.
Well, I combine Russian, Jamaican, Irish, Scottish, Welsh into, and I think even a little Italian and French all into one
Yep.
amalgamation.
Totally,
of
me too.
horribleness.
Me too.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
I did in the last podcast I did with Aaron and Justin, I was playing the owner of an Italian restaurant, and I switched between Italian, French, and German, and we actually had to justify it in the scene, saying I spent 3/4 of my life in each of the places.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my roots here.
Actually, well, for as far as like theatricality with an audience, they love to see improvisers fail.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So watching people struggle, but try
really hard.
but fail horribly is hilarious.
So good,
And
yeah.
that applies to real life too.
Yep.
Watching someone trip accidentally on the street, hilarious. Except when they fall and hurt themselves. But there's that little
It's so hard not to laugh.
just the little trip where they have to catch themselves, maybe they drop a bag or something.
So-
yeah, you just want to point and laugh.
In like 2004, I was wearing like my Canadian tuxedo, like jeans and like my denim coat from the Gap. And when you're wearing all denim, it's called a Canadian tuxedo, I guess.
Nice.
And I was like, I had like my man bag. I know, right? And I was super late for work. I worked at Bose in the Pacific Place Mall, and I was like 2004. I'm like walking real fast, derp, and like I just hit a pile of slime or something, and I just flat fall on my ass.
Ooh.
And this like group of like dudes were like, "Run, Forrest, run!" And it was like busy as fuck. Everyone like looked and stared at me, and my ass is like covered in slime, and I'm like all disheveled. My man bag's like open, all my shit's flying everywhere. It was super embarrassing, but I just got up, just walked to work.
So this is 2004.
4 or 5 or 6, one of those years, yeah.
I feel like a double denim is like circa like 1991, and it's paired with like a mullet and
Yeah.
shades that like the neon
Yep. Yeah.
shades. And man bags are like more of a car thing. So in that respect, you're kind of a trendsetter.
I was in the middle. I was like a little in the past, a little in the future.
Yeah, they zeroed each other out.
Yeah, totally.
I hereby call to order the Canadian Anti-Defamation League, eh? We have first topic, Canadian tuxedo. Racist or not, eh?
Ooh, what's that all about? I just came in. I was,
Gordy,
old lady across the street. What's racist?
Canadian tuxedos, eh?
Oh, yeah. Racist.
No, I just think they're kind of just our uniform.
But
it's
when
kind of slanderous.
is it something other people can say? Or just us?
Maybe what do we call them instead? Why don't we call them like a beaver suit?
I like it. All in favor of the beaver suit, eh? Say eh.
I don't. Hold on. Did you say beaver suit? Because he's from,
That's even better.
because I meant beaver.
Oh, I like beaver. Well, I like the beaver suit.
Beaver. Let's just. Why don't we all vote on saying
So the all denim is now the beaver suit.
no beaver?
Beaver suit.
No, it's just, it might just be Bieber, our number one hero and loved icon.
Well, I am from French Canada parts, and I agree. I agree. I'm from French Canada, that part where they live. I agree with you all. Yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Well, hold on.
Oui.
I don't mean to be a drowny moose about this, but I have to say that I just really don't trust those French Canadians.
Now, Howie, you know we had to put one French Canadian on the board.
And I was against it from the beginning. Oh,
They are our most cultured city.
Mert.
Toronto. No, is it Quebec? Winnipeg?
And all of our procedures must be conducted in English and French because there's one French guy and 90 non-French people here. It's the Canadian way, eh?
Oui. Now, I have a complaint. from French Canada land.
Oh, that's a shocker.
I want to bring it up here today.
Oh, yeah. Air your grievances, buddy.
The term French fries. It's a bit insensitive, no?
Well,
I don't mean to interrupt, but we just call it poutine up here.
more of an American problem to call it French fries, eh?
Sure.
What shall we do about that? Block the borders?
I really think we should probably put up a wall.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We.
Wall of maple syrup.
Well, we don't want to be bad neighbors, eh? So we should make sure we leave a big door.
Yeah, that's a window so they
Yeah.
can look in, but they can't come in. But
They
they can
can-
take a
Well,
No.
if they ask. I mean, we want to be good neighbors, right? We wouldn't want to be rude.
Well, maybe we just build a walkway where they can just take a tour
Oh,
and then
okay.
go back into America.
I like
Yes,
that.
yes, we. Mm-hmm. No.
All in favor of keeping the Americans out, just for a view?
We.
Aye.
Oh. That's 2 A's, 1 I, and a we. Motion passes.
And I've got.
And
And scene. Nice.
Yeah.
Irish?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's perfect.
They're like the same accent.
I was trying my best Fargo,
Mm.
but it wasn't.
Mhm.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
close enough to
They're
get
close, yeah.
I got there sometimes, but it drifts away.
It's one of those things that
Exactly.
just comes in and out.
I really want to. Whoa!
Canadians.
I really want to take an accent class. I know that there was one that but it was super expensive, and I'm a little cheap, so I didn't want to spend like $400 for like a few weekend. Was it $400? Did anyone go? Did you go, Parker?
Who was it by?
It was at the UW. It was some guy was teaching accents, and I know one of my friends, John, went, and he said it was really beneficial because he could like speak with other accents without being like offensive.
Oh man, I didn't know about that, but I would love to take that class.
Yeah.
I recommend the public library. I don't know if you guys heard of this place.
You just people watch?
Huh?
You just people watch and listen?
Yes. I wish that's how it was, but they actually have an audio book section. I don't know if you've heard of those.
Mm.
And you
Is
can,
it kind of like a podcast?
it's sort of like a podcast, except with really, well, for example, the English accent one, which is one I've taken on car rides.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is super nasally English. You park the car in the yard. You have to be like
Super nasal.
Yeah, it's really nasally, and I have a horrible accent. So
Those are best on road trips.
no,
So you
but
can
then
just do an English
they ask you
accent.
to repeat them, and so you just are saying the weirdest stuff. And I recommend it because I think you get the same. You're just listening and repeating.
That's a really good idea, actually, because
Yeah.
I looked for podcasts about language, and there is like one on like the British accent, but it's like got 2 episodes that are like 10 minutes long. But something that worked when I was 14, I managed the turkey drumstick booth at the Renaissance Festival in Michigan, and I would be up front wearing like period clothing, and I would like have to like hawk, be like, "Get your hot legs here," and I like. Forsooth, totally. And I put my leg up on the counter and like pull my like
Show some
leg and be like, "Get your hot legs here." But I like after doing a horrible British accent for like a week, it finally like everyone around you was supposed to talk, and I finally got it down. But it was like really like trashy old English, like from My Fair Lady type stuff. But I lost it, and I feel like I just need to be immersed in like the culture to get it down right.
You gotta go back to that drumstick stand.
Oi, use that.
Yeah, mate, here.
I'd like to get myself one of those meaty sticks.
What are these here, meaty sticks?
I want to purchase with my doubloons some of your meaty.
You ain't got enough doubloons for that there leg.
Now, don't-
I can give you something else. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge for them
Oh, I
sticks.
say you go for that, sonny.
Well, hold on a minute there, Charlington. Now, how can you know by looking at her that she ain't got no doubloons on her?
Oh, I can just tell.
Oh, everyone knows she's no doubloon dunny.
Now, you
Yeah.
ain't supposed to be round these parts, Reginald. You go back to your silversmith booth.
Oi, I just wanted some meaty stickies, eh?
Money spends good, yes.
All
I'm the
right.
manager of this goddamn stand.
Yup. All right.
Who brought the American to these parts?
Not me.
Oi, no Yanks around here.
Also, America didn't exist during this time. Just want to add that to it. I still want a turkey leg.
He's a
Good point.
colonial, ain't he?
Good point.
Yeah.
All right, look, lady. Look, missy. We got your meat leg. Show us your doubloons or show us your poons.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, I don't have any doubloons.
I know it.
But I do have about 3,000 fleas.
3,000 fleas?
I got it from the rats I snuggle. I'm pretty sure I have the plague, but I'm about to die, and my last meal I would just really like to have a turkey stick.
Oi, you think you're the only one with the plague around here?
I've heard that story 1,000 times.
Look, lady. My daughter has typhoid Mary. And she's wanted to see dancing fleas her whole life. Now, have you possibly trained these fleas to do tricks?
Oh, have I? I've been able to part my hair in the back. I've trained these fleas to create their own flea circus in the mats of my hair.
Oh my God! We cut
That's
to
incredible.
the house of the drumstick owner, and he's brought the lady to see his daughter.
Oh, come here, little one.
Oh, I'm here, right?
I didn't know you were from Australia.
Now,
That doesn't matter now. How about you part my hair?
Fanny, be nice to the lady, okay? She's doing us a big favor here.
Okay.
I heard you're a little girl who might be sick with a little bit of typhoid.
Oh, I've got a bit of the typhoid in me insides.
Well, little girl, I don't have long for this world either. So why don't you take pleasure in the dancing fleas on the back of my head?
Well, let's see him then.
Hey, just a moment.
Wow. That's plumb incredible.
They even learned how to play their own instruments.
Boy, that's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Thank you, miss. You've given my daughter the joy I couldn't give her in life. You've given her in life.
My typhoid.
Oh, God. Are you Catholic? Please perform last rites and I'll give you drumsticks for life, I promise you.
You know, I'm not Catholic, but my fleas are. Now, I'm trained in giving last rites, baptisms, weddings, and also funerals. So, we can do 2 in 1, maybe? Last rites and funeral?
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, God, it's so hard to watch.
The service is beautiful.
Oh, my God.
Such an eloquent play.
Oh, my God. All right, well, that one died, too.
Is it not? They don't have long lifespans, but they still teach the young now. They're still in the age.
Well, is your drumstick then?
Oh, thank you so much. The fleas have given me intestinal parasites, so I have to eat 3 times as much of food than I would normally need.
Well, I've got another daughter, so come back next week and we'll see what we can do.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, sirs. You're so kind to me.
You're welcome. Beautiful and fucked up.
That was
Perfect.
That was touching.
So tell me if I'm wrong, but a flea circus is actually just a dude with little mechanical things, and they're not actually fleas, but the children are supposed to think they're fleas.
I know the answer to this, actually.
Oh, thanks. That's what I'm guessing.
So fleas, what they do is they put them in a mason jar and they try to jump out. And once they realize that they can't jump out, then they take the lid off. And the flea, even if the lid's gone, thinks it can only jump that high. So from that point on, they use littler mason jars to teach the fleas to only jump a certain height. So they're actually fleas jumping over shit in the circus, and they're limited by their previous circumstance.
Get out.
Yeah, so they're
Wow.
actually trained. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yep.
What we do for children's entertainment.
I know.
All right.
Yeah, who came up with like, let's train some fleas?
Some really, really bored guy.
Yeah.
Well,
Mad
I
scientist.
can see how that would be easily done because I found a cockroach in my apartment because I lived downtown years ago, and it was actually it this is the gross part. I'd finished a glass of milk and I'd set it down. And then I'm watching, I think, Wife Swap. And then I look
Nice.
back at my empty milk glass, and there is a cockroach just climbing in it.
Oh my God.
What do I do? I heard they live forever, and they're, indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a equally sized, like little plastic cup. It wasn't it wasn't glass, it was a little plastic cup. And so I shoved it on top so it was about this much space, and the cockroach couldn't get out. And then I decided, experiment time. Let's see how long this fucker will live.
Yeah.
So days went by, maybe even I think it was a week and a half, still squirming, and then finally, plump.
Wow.
Good.
So I could see how somebody found a flea, accidentally trapped it in a jar, and then saw that they were only, and then went to try to release it outside, realized that it only can jump that high.
And they were like, holy shit.
Yeah, I can make a flea circus. Done and done.
Done and done.
I've had a couple of really good ideas for stuff.
Dude, hit us with one. Tell us one. Do you have one?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do. Okay. So, there's a lot of, we've already said shit before. Okay. You know how there's a lot of, and if anyone steals this, I swear to God, I'll hunt you down and kill you.
You heard it. Podcast live.
I'm copywriting it right now. It's, let's see here.
Once you say it in a
July
podcast,
7th,
it's copywritten.
2015.
Yep.
It's mine.
Yep. That's 746.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to be a little crass here, but it's educational.
Press away.
So I'm surrounded by guys. I don't know if you guys know how much cleaning products are on the market today for just women's hoo-hoos. Do you know that it's like literally douchebags, feminine wipes,
Feminine wipes, yep.
whatever, just to keep that lady area clean for the maybe blowjob she might be getting later, and she doesn't want to disgust men with her natural vagina. So, not that I have any sort of feelings towards that.
Right, no.
Or let's make it equal. Let's kind of make it equal, because I think it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes' dicks smell weird.
They do.
So why not?
Mine does.
Dick soap. And I call it Dr. Boner's Dick Soap.
Yes.
And I've even written a theme song, but I'll get to that in a minute.
God.
I thought about this really hard. I think it was a very good idea. And it's all about marketing, right? So, imagine like maybe a frat guy or a college guy and his girlfriend's over and kind of fooling around. And she does, the head goes out of the screen. You're like, okay, she's about to give a blowjob. You hear an unzip, and then you hear a scream. And she runs out of the room saying, that smells like a rat's dick sweat.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
And then he's like, oh, damn, I was going to get my first blowy. And then out of the tub comes out almost like the Kentucky Fried Colonel guy.
Yeah.
But no, it's more distinguished, maybe more like kind of clean cut with a lab coat on because he's a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He pops out of the bathroom or the closet or what have you, wherever the scenario takes place, and he goes, "Hey, son, looks like you had some trouble this evening." And he's like, "Yeah, I couldn't get a blowy." And then he goes, "Well, let me show you." And he pulls out Dr. Boner's Dick Soap and the specialized patented dick sock that you squeeze the soap into, and then you roll it on your penis like a condom, and you scrub. You take it off, and then whatever scent you want. It's not going to be like Axe body spray because that's
right.
It's horrible.
Ridiculous.
It's more like donuts.
For her pleasure.
Totally.
For her pleasure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe,
grapes,
strawberries,
Can I ask
kale.
a question? Does the doctor have a boner? He is named Dr. Boner.
It's, what? What's his name? The guy in Congress, Boehner.
Boner, John Boner.
Oh, so he spelled like that.
Boner, and
Yeah.
he changed it so he's not.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to be polite, you could call it Dr. Boehner.
It's going to be smelled. It's going to be spelled like Boehner's Boner.
Boehner, yeah.
Like that. So that's Dr. Boner. So he doesn't necessarily need a boner in the. He has boners, and his dick be fresh. So
That's a fantastic idea because, we all have a little bit of a smell down there, and
Just like
We just like scrub the fuck out of it with like a
I don't
loofah.
understand why this whole pop culture thing of us, our natural body smells are disgusting. And why don't they smell like some chemicals out of a can?
Yeah, makes sense. That's so true.
Drives
We
me
need like
nuts.
dick wash though, like gets rid of that smell for at least a night.
Yeah, just just before maybe some fun time.
Fun times,
in the tub or whatever.
Mhm.
So
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I know, and no one can steal it. And
You got to
it's
get a
all about the
formula.
marketing. You can have it's unlimited the type of commercials you can have because blowjobs can happen across age groups.
Age gaps too.
Age gaps too. Maybe some relationships. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe have an older peen.
Yep.
Older peen, a younger lady.
Much more
Who's also hasn't lost her smell as much as older people have.
Can I
So
make a suggestion?
Yeah,
Dr. Boner Sr.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
I would only
Gold Boner.
if I had a penis that smelled like horrendous, no matter like if I scrubbed it with like lime soap, like those lava things that mechanics scrub their hands with after they get grease on, like lava soap, and I just couldn't get rid of the smell. I would just hunt down a girl without any olfactory senses, so she couldn't even taste her food. She ate oatmeal for every meal and be like, "Girl, you're the one."
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Or you just like arrange an accident that causes her to lose her sense of smell.
That seems a little cruel
Well,
and twisted.
it's kind of for her benefit, though. How useful is smell for you?
True.
I love tasting food.
Fair enough.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So I think it would be up there with sight and hearing. And also you can smell danger.
True, you can. Yeah.
So
And you can smell ozone. Ozone's fun to smell.
I've never smelled an ozone. Farts?
No, like right before a thunderstorm, like that electrical smell in the air, ozone.
Oh yeah, that's ozone?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would love if I could make my dick smell like ozone. That would be crazy.
I would try to make a ozone smelled dick soap.
That is going to be the name of this podcast episode. That's perfect.
Julia, I had such a good time with you tonight. You want to come in for coffee?
Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Barry had a really good time with you too.
Yeah, it's our third date. And I'm going to sit down on the couch over here.
Do you have anything to drink or?
Here, I have these glasses of wine.
Oh, I'll have
I don't
one.
have a bottle. I just have these glasses.
Well, do you have anything that we could pour in them or like anything?
Well, I mean, the glasses have wine in them.
Oh, I understand. Something about you I really like, Barry, is you're so prepared all the time. I really like that about you.
I really like that you appreciate my preparedness.
I do. All right, well, I'm just going to grab this glass of wine here and just sit down on the couch.
Yeah.
Hey.
Barry, it's me, your mom.
Oh, Mom, what are you doing?
She doesn't know me. I'm just getting hammered. That's good for you. I got the ozone dick soap.
Don't mind me. I'm just texting real quick here. Texting my girl.
How'd you know I forgot my ozone dick soap?
I was going through your stuff. I want to make sure. Here it is. Wash up.
We see a hand reach out from behind the couch.
So, Barry, it's our third date, and you know that rule.
Yeah, this is when the magic happens.
Yeah, it is. She pulls out glitter from her pocket and throws it over the two of them. Now, I'm gonna make the move here. I'm an ex-Marine. I like to be in charge.
I need to go freshen up first.
No, right now, baby. I like men that smell like men.
Okay.
Zip. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Oh my God, Barry! Oh my
I
God!
told you to let me freshen up.
Hey, looks like this is a time for pocket wipes for your junk.
Oh my
Look
God.
at here, lavender scent.
It's
Oh, God,
Dr.
who are you?
Boner.
I'm Dr. Boners, the maker of Dr. Boners Dick Soap. I have disposable wipes that you can wipe on your wang.
I could use those discreetly.
You sure can.
Look, I won't lick his willy till it's clean like
And it also smell like flowers.
God, I love flowers. That's perfect. Well,
I'm here to bring people together.
thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Boner.
You're welcome. Now I have other blowies to say.
And that, children, is the legend of Dr. Blowy. Dr. What was the name of the
It's
doctor?
Dr. Boner.
Dr. Boner. God, I'm sorry. Okay, guys.
He was my grandfather.
Well, that's the legend of him. I wanted to share that with you guys today in school and let you know that this town's got a lot of history.
I have a question, teacher.
Yeah, Jenny?
So, Dr. Boners, I just don't really understand why he's a legend. He just invented dick soap.
This town full of coal miners, they came home every day from the mines, covered in black dust. They got black dust on their wings and on their butts.
They had the black dick.
Now, you don't speak out of turn, Clarence.
Sorry.
Clarence.
Sorry, teacher.
But it used to be an epidemic here till Dr. Boner came to town in the 1920s, and, well, men were men were clean. Women were clean. My daddy was clean, which is why I was born. All right, so when you speak like that, you offend the memories of my people, of your people.
Yeah, Jenny, you of all people should appreciate dick soap.
Yeah.
Oh. That's slut shaming, and I'm not going to be a part of it.
Now, that is also true.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, I'm slut shaming Sally, and I'm here to educate you people about slut shaming.
Wait, so do you promote slut shaming?
No, I'm here to educate.
Your name is slut shaming, Sally.
Well, that's because I educate about slut shaming, just like a tooth fairy educates about tooth
Decay convention.
Anyhow, someone's coming across as a raging feminist in this podcast.
We are offensive and positively offensive to multiple people. This podcast is extremely
I don't know if you've listened
inappropriate.
to any other episode of this podcast, but
There was one where we were trying to break people out of heaven, and we went to Jewish heaven, lesbian heaven, Mexican heaven, and a couple other levels, and tried our best not to be super stereotypical, but
and we failed.
we failed horribly.
Was there an atheist heaven?
No, I don't think we got that far.
Oh, okay.
No, but Amelia Earhart was in lesbian heaven.
And I think one of the Olsen twins was in hell for being an atheist or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Are they atheists?
No,
Oh.
it just happened.
Oh, okay.
Would you guys ever get plastic surgery?
I just learned of I would never, but I work at a vet clinic, and we were giving a French bulldog a vulvoplasty. I didn't know what that was. What the heck is that?
There's a lot of things going on
And
there.
apparently, it's a plastic surgical procedure where you trim the lips of the labia because they're too flappy, I guess would be the best description. And it was right. Reason why we did it in a dog is because they tend to lick it a lot, and it's prone to infection. So,
A-grade podcast.
in humans, it's very much a plastic. It's not covered by insurance unless they're getting a lot of licks or something and not
Right.
washing afterwards,
Right.
and having like a mouth filled with the previous cat litter poop that you ate.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean dogs poop really gross.
They
stuff.
do, they really
And
do.
then, like every single thing they can
Yeah.
touch with their tongue.
Then you hear the dogs have like healing saliva.
Right.
And cats have their mouth is filled with bacteria.
Mm.
And they clean themselves. So it's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't think I'd ever get plastic surgery.
But if you were forced to, what would any plastic surgery? You had your choice.
Gills.
That's okay. Fine.
I would pull a straight up Kevin Costner from Waterworld. That would be gills on my neck.
Would you
Those
also
naturally.
I know.
Would you
I'd be
also
a
get a
poser.
tattoo on your back of like a map to the last dry
No,
land?
but I've told this story many, many times. Here's something that I'm going to do for my fucking grandkids. I'm going to make as much money as I can. Starting now,
Doing this podcast.
starting like right after this podcast,
Yeah.
I'm going to budget really well. I'm going to start investing in mutual funds until I have a nice nest egg. I'm not going to tell my kids about it. I'm going to tell my grandkids about it. But I'm going to tell them on my deathbed what I'm going to do I'm going to get a treasure map tattooed on my head. All right? I'm going to grow a big fucking head of hair. And when they finally kill me, I'm going to tell the autopsy dude that I want my head shaved. And I want to have a nice little hat put on when I'm in my coffin. But I want my grandkids to be able to see the treasure map. So they scalp me, take my head skin, and they go and they actually find the money. And then it'll be an equal fortune split amongst my grandchildren.
So you're creating the Goonies movie for your grandkids.
Fucking A, dude. Pretty much. Yep.
They have to
Awesome.
be pretty barbaric to scalp you.
You'd also
I
have.
think just take a picture.
I never thought of that.
But you don't want a digital picture going out into the ether of the internet, because especially when you would actually die, it'd be like, what is technology going to be at that point?
Yep.
So keeping it on skin or some sort of analog device, like your head,
Yep.
no one can copy it.
And I would have like a little tiny like you know how they have like die lines on packages, little like dash lines. I'd have one of those surrounding the map, and I would have a miniature EMP device built into it. So the minute they took it off, it would kill any electronic devices around them, so they could only use their wits to find the treasure.
What prevents someone from looking at your head and finding the treasure before you die?
I have an idea for that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, just to help you out
Please.
with history, because I love it.
Okay.
And I want to be your grandchild now. What you can do is tell the guy who's going to do your autopsy, because potentially that's the only person, that and the tattoo artist would be the only people who knew about this tattoo. That's a map. You could say it's a family crest and leave it at that. And
Yeah.
they're not going to question that. Like, all right. And you can say, it's my Polish family crest.
I am Polish.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nice. That's perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So there's your solution to that problem right there.
Nice.
Idea girl.
Idea girl. Welcome to Barry's tattoo salon. My name's Barry. I hear you wanted to get a tattoo on your head. Is that correct?
Yep. It's a family writing a crescent.
A family writing a
croissant.
A family writing on a croissant.
That's what my friend told me to get. He said, get your family croissant.
Wait. Get your family a croissant?
Do you sell croissants here?
No.
Well, I am the croissant lady at the tattoo shop.
Yeah, she's
yeah.
she's actually getting a croissant tattooed on her wrist today. That's
Because
kind
it's
of,
my life.
kind of
my
apropos.
life, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you just saved me quite the embarrassment. I'll have 4 croissants, please.
Right away, I'll wrap them up for you.
All right.
Continue on picking your tattoo.
Oh.
So, before I sit down with a client, I like to learn a little bit about them to make sure, that this is a good idea. So, what's your motivation? People come in and ask for sleeves with like goldfish and koi. They're trying to be like trendy because Japanese art's really cool, but why? Why are you trying to get the family croissant tattooed on your head?
Because they're waiting in the car and they say, go in there and get a family croissant.
Okay.
So,
well, can you sketch out on this piece of vellum paper here what you think a family croissant would look like? Here, let me get the paper out.
Hey, Grandpa, did you get the family croissant yet?
I'm just waiting on it. They're wrapping it up.
Okay, good.
You want a popsicle, little boy?
I'll take a croissant.
Okay.
Fuck no.
Hey, that's
Making it up in this tattoo shop.
Oh,
that's Janine. Janine's got her own rules, bro.
I'll go back to the car now.
All right.
All
Send in Mary. She's in here. So, you got the paper or what?
Yeah, here you go. Here's the vellum. Here's the pencil.
Okay.
Why don't you go and just kind of sketch out a little bit of what you want to get done on there?
Hi, I'm Mary.
Hey,
Can I have a croissant?
God damn, you're beautiful. How old are you?
18.
Oh my God. Cool.
How old are you?
46.
You.
This is very awkward to watch. It's a croissant lady.
Can I just get a croissant, please?
Fuck no.
I'm
Croissants
18.
are for tattoo customers only.
Oh, she'll get a tattoo for a croissant.
Maybe I can get the other half of the family croissant. We could it'll only work if we put them together.
Yeah. She's the brains of the whole family.
All right, look.
She's on her.
Here's a book of croissants.
All right.
Pick one you want. I'll put your last name on it.
All right.
Make it easy. Pick a croissant. You see what you want there? You got ham and cheese, chocolate croissants.
Okay. I like chocolate. What do you think?
I don't know about chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah.
I think it's classic croissant.
Just a classic.
Just butter, you know.
Butter, yeah.
All right, and where do you want it? Where do you want it?
It should be half on his head and half on my head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well,
And we want a banner with a riddle across the top of it.
What's the riddle?
no, please. No, I rely on you so much for this business. I appreciate you so much. No, you're fucking fantastic. I don't tell you that enough.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, anyway, I just wanted to know what the riddle was.
Yeah, no, I do too. I really want to know that.
Grandpa, tell him the riddle.
Do you guys want a kombucha while we're waiting?
How'd you know that was the riddle?
The riddles, do you guys want a kombucha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it should say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it should say, do you want on him and a kombucha on me.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Please, please.
How riddles are supposed to be kind of like mine.
Well, do you get it?
I do want a croissant. Is that the answer to it?
No. See, your mind's twisted right now. Do you want it?
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Oh, kombucha, not croissant. No.
That's the riddle.
Yeah.
And if you figure that out,
You solved the riddle.
you solved our family.
Oh, you don't want a
Riddle.
kombucha tea. That's what your riddle is, and just don't want to order one?
No, I don't. I want it tattooed on me.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Well-
I will serve you a kombucha, and I hope you enjoy your tattoo.
Yeah. But can I still get those 4 croissants because we're still waiting for those.
You get them when you get your tattoo.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, here we go.
Ow! Ah!
2.5 hours later.
Oh, it's
All right.
gorgeous.
All done. Yep. All right. Here's the. What do you guys think? It's good? Good to go?
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, here's your croissants wrapped up, warmed for you, ready to go.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
20 years later. Pops was a good man, and we may never understand the riddle he tattooed on his head, given that we only appear to have half of it, but I'm sure someday we'll be able to figure it out, and figure out what the answer to do you want. This flea was his oldest friend. I remember that.
You see in the audience an older lady now who's obviously the granddaughter, all grown up. I'm here. I've been here the whole time. I'm the missing granddaughter.
What's that on your forehead?
Collective gasps.
I was in an acid accident. Got the top half of my skull burned off.
Collective gasps.
We're never gonna solve this riddle.
What's
But
that thing next to the burn?
That's a tattoo.
Oh,
Wait, come over here. Next to the coffin.
All right, here I am.
It fits together. It says, a kombucha do you want?
Oh, gasp.
and it's in a croissant.
It was a croissant the whole time.
What happens next time? We'll find out next week on
Ozone
Dick Soap.
Sorry, I'm the recall lady.
I love recalls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Positive.
that motherfucking scene.
Yeah.
I hope someone gets a croissant with "Do you want a kombucha?" on it.
Totally.
Because of this.
Yeah.
The 85 people
Yeah.
listening.
If you're a super fan,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
this tattoo and take a picture of it and send it to us.
You will
Yeah.
get a Twizzler.
I'll send you a pack of Twizzlers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The is this a Spankathon?
Spankatron 5000.
Spankatron. You can get that kind of embroidered on the Twizzler.
Totally.
It's a collectible.
Totally.
So send in those tattoos.
Do it. Do it. The first person to send me a tattoo of a croissant, I will send you a Twizzler.
Can I say one of the joys of listening to your podcast is how many of them start with you explaining what Spankatron 5000 means?
Like
And I just
7
want to
out of
point
10.
out that I did not
You did not ask.
I just accepted.
And I appreciate that so much.
Because I understood. It was
Thank
a
you.
riddle I got.
You did get it, and I appreciate you
Yeah.
and your spirit.
Oh, I lost that years ago.
Nice.
Doing improv.
It happens.
Just kidding. I love it.
Love it and hate it. Hate improvisers. How's that? I love myself.
Nice.
You know, that's like our entire audience.
I know that. I am an improviser, but sometimes I hate them. You know what I mean?
You gotta hate
Getting
yourself.
around, have you ever been in a group of all improvisers and just got really into, like, I mean, just hanging out at the bar? We're incredibly annoying.
Mhm.
If you just look around at the normal people, they're like, what the fuck are they doing? They're just doing animal noises for 5.5 minutes.
Totally.
Or, what the fuck are they doing? They're singing like 5 seconds of a song and then laughing like crazy.
Like crazy, totally. Yeah.
And they're loud. Like, have you ever invited a non-improviser friend to an improviser party? They will never go again.
No. Because people just do like little mini scenes and start acting
Or
crazy and
even
doing
taking
shit.
something as simple as like a board game, you
Yep.
turn it into a fucking improv game.
Yep, totally.
So I'm not saying love improvisers, but if you're a normal person, sometimes you can really go what the fuck.
Totally. Yeah, I agree.
I was kicked out of art school. I know a lot of weird shit in that place. And one of the things is we had to pretend to be monkeys, like post-apocalyptic monkeys, like Planet of the Apes monkeys. We couldn't speak English, and then we got a bunch of cardboard blocks, and we had to like pair up with another monkey, and then build our little monkey hut with the blocks, and then get in a fight as a monkey, and then get a monkey divorce.
Shit. Holy
This is
shit.
all done like making monkey noises. And then we had like an hour. We did it for a fucking hour. We did it for an hour. And I wonder if any normal person like just happened to walk by and open up the wrong door and just would see 30 freshman theater students getting monkey divorces, and the teacher like taking notes. Steffi did a great monkey. She gets a B minus.
Totally.
So-
Kids, your teacher's a little hungover today. Just pair up and be monkeys for a while. I'm gonna lay under my desk.
I have an issue with that.
Yes, Susan.
You know, I'm preparing for my SATs, and I really need to actually learn something.
This is about life. It's about art.
I have nothing to respond to that because you just look hungover and gross. Are you barfing in your mouth right now?
No.
This is specifically an SAT prep class. Unless
Exactly.
monkeys are in the exam, we need to prep for the SAT.
Thank you.
How
Thank
do you know monkeys aren't in the exam?
Are they?
No.
See? So why don't you flip open that book and start teaching us shit?
Look, if you love teaching so much, why don't you do it?
Fine, I will.
All
I
right
will.
then. I'll go take your place and you come up here.
Okay, but if you fall asleep at your desk, I'm reprimanding you and sending you to the principal's office.
Oh, shit.
Okay then.
Okay, class. Let's open up the book of the SAT prep book.
I don't have a book.
Let's take a look at the math section.
You've got boogers on your dick. You got boogers on your dick. Booger
Shut
dick.
up, Jason. I don't have a dick, so how do I have boogers on it?
It's that bulge.
Yeah,
It's my cell phone. I have deep pockets.
whatever. Just do your thing.
Fine, if you guys would just pay attention and stop calling me names, that'd be great. Okay.
Teaching's hard, isn't it?
Shut up, Mrs. Picklesworth. Tired of your stuff. Just get out of class. Go to the principal's office. Go take a bathroom break. Get out of here.
Okay, Susan. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how you like it when you're the only authority figure in class. I'm leaving. Slam.
Ugh. Okay. Let's get back to schoolwork. Now that the teacher's gone, anybody have any Dr. Boner's dick soap?
I ran out.
Damn it.
My dad's on food stamps, can't afford it.
Jason!
I heard the school nurse has some.
Okay.
Gotta rob her.
Totally got to rob her. She usually takes her breaks at 3:15.
3:15.
So I'll give someone a hall pass. I'll forge Mrs. Picklesworth's signature. Gotta run down to the nurse's office. Pretend you're having
Yeah.
a right?
Perfect. I used to have that.
Yeah, perfect. And just run in
If the security lady catches you, say you're just going to see Nurse Jane.
She takes a smoke break at 3:10. It's perfect.
You just run in then. You don't even need a reason.
Doing it.
And then grab the dick soap, bring it back, and let's have an orgy.
I'm fucking down.
You're down? This will be on the SAT.
Jason's down. What about you?
Oh, I'm down.
I don't know if I'm down with this.
Shut up, Jenny.
Jenny, be
What about
cool.
my SAT scores?
Jenny, she's the teacher now. She can. The what?
That will be on the literature part of the essay.
You've convinced me. I withdraw my objection.
Oh, right.
Awesome.
You're right.
Let's have some more
All right, I
fun.
see your office right there, you guys. You guys all keep a lookout. Keep an eye out. A lookity low. All
We'll
right.
keep our eyes out.
All right, I'm gonna go in right now. Oh, the lights are off in here. I'm gonna just flip on the light here. Oh.
Miss Picklesworth?
Oh,
I just
We were,
what are you kids doing in here?
There was a nursing section that we got to, and so we needed to do some research.
Right? We needed to do research on
Were
it.
you kids trying to steal boner soap?
No, what is that?
What?
We don't know what that is.
I was your age once, and I was curious about boner soap. It's natural.
How did you get your name, Picklesworth?
We cut to the moment she got her name Picklesworth.
Dr. Boner?
Hi, lady. Looks like you are filled with pickles. You got your weight worth of. I'm having a stroke right now.
Dr. Boner, no!
And help me. Take me to the ER immediately. That would be a.
No!
Picklesworth.
We cut back.
Oh.
Why are you crying, Mrs. Picklesworth?
Yeah, Gene.
It's a touching story.
You kids, just get back to class.
No,
Take this boner soap.
Oh, are you sure? Wait, look, I'm Jason. I'm the neighborhood dick, but I feel real bad now. I was gonna steal it from you. They had nothing to do with it. It was just me.
We all came up with it.
I wasn't really down with
We
it.
all feel bad.
Are you still into pickles? I'm kind of curious.
I haven't touched a pickle since that day.
What if there's like a pickle on your sandwich and you didn't
It's a good
forgot to
question.
say no pickles?
Then I throw the sandwich away. This taco's only for me.
Miss Picklesworth,
Yes, Jason?
you know that we all opted out of our shop class and took Swedish massage class instead, and we all were thinking that maybe you just need a good rub down.
Yeah, we need some Reiki.
Yeah, do you want some Reiki?
Energy work. You know.
Okay.
So she specializes in Reiki. He specializes in crystals, and I specialize in acupuncture. You see?
You want to spot it?
I've always wanted to get acupuncture from a 13-year-old.
We're 13.
Shit,
We are advanced.
advanced. All right. I knocked her out. Grab the soap. Go.
I can't believe she bought that.
And
See.
Teachers are cool.
Life and
And
death.
orgies.
Life and death of Dr. Boner.
I know. I just know his whole story.
For some reason, I wanted to put you on like a military naval ship or some bullshit. I don't know what, but I didn't.
Ooh, you could probably get a lot of use out of dick soap on a naval ship.
Truth. Well, guys, that's time.
Is that time?
Time is up. Yeah. Time's up so fast. It's time for plugs. Thank you all for being here. It's fucking fun as shit. Aaron,
Yeah.
last time we talked, you were possibly going to get a Twitter account. That was
Yeah.
your plug for about 5 minutes. You talked about
Yeah.
whether or not you were going to get a Twitter account. Do you have a Twitter account?
I have not made that decision just yet.
And you don't have a Facebook either.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which I kind of applaud in a weird way. You have an email.
If you have an email address, you cannot have it.
Okay, cool. I don't want it. And yeah,
Yeah. But, if you do have contests on Twitter, I'll I'll set that up.
Yeah, his Twitter is just for contests. Here's a Twitter just for entering contests.
Because they have those, so it's like, why not? You know, I gotta do a retweet. See why we in the retweet.
I have no idea what Twitter is. I've heard of it, and I just don't have.
I barely
See all
ever
those
use it.
contests. I haven't even used it yet, so you know what? Fuck those
I do the Coke cap contest. I don't even drink soda, so I do the collect the caps. I got to buy ones.
You did?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Dude, back in like the 90s, like that was all the rage. Like looking on your Diet Coke, see it was printed under it. It was like free Diet Coke. And then whenever you went up to 7-Eleven to trade in, the guy behind the counter was like, ugh, here's your Diet Coke.
Yeah.
He was a white guy with just doing a racist accent.
Yeah, now they just have like names on them.
And you got to go online and log in crap. Parker, what's going on with you? You got any? You're always doing shit. It's impossible to book you.
Well, if you want to see me tweet about SFIT once a year, you can check out my Twitter.
Nice.
That's about all that's on there. Last time I looked.
What about shows coming up?
Yeah. So when do you think this is gonna?
This will go up in 3 weeks. So this will be up in the end of June, 1st of August area.
So that's probably gonna miss my next show on the 18th.
Good.
But I have a show. The date isn't 100% locked down, but I have a puppet duo with Dan and Effie.
Pop it up.
And we're going to do another show end of August, possibly the 22nd.
At the Pocket?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's it's partly an apology for that our film of our previous show didn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's just taking risks and doing weird shit, and sometimes it gets gold and sometimes it falls flat.
Yeah. But I'm also having all of my improv groups sign up for Jet City's Guest Fest.
What's that?
So they did it last year, and it's basically like a local theater, like a local improv festival. So like any improv groups around town can sign up for it, and they do it for like a month.
Cool.
So hopefully I'll be in that a bunch of times because I signed up under a bunch of different names and groups.
That's awesome.
All made up.
Me too. Stephanie,
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Where are you a veterinarian at?
I'm not a veterinarian.
Where are you doing your
I
thing?
work at Northgate Veterinary Clinic.
Now, we're looking for a clinic for our new puppy.
You have a new puppy? What kind of puppy?
It's a Newfoundland / Australian Shepherd mix.
Aww.
Her name's Rosie.
Are you adopting her?
We adopted her from the Humane Society last
Oh my
week.
God, thank
She's
Christ.
8 weeks old. She's so fucking beautiful, but she's biting really hard when she plays on her fingers and toes. So that's annoying as fuck.
Teething a little bit.
She is.
So,
But is your vet clinic good, or do you recommend a different
two of
one?
our vets have been voted Seattle Metropolitan Magazine's top vets.
And this is Northgate Vet Clinic.
Veterinary clinic.
Okay, word up. I'll check it out.
And Mike had there. I was very, very impressed. And also I work there, so I witness every day.
No, but that's good because you have like firsthand knowledge if like the doctors are
Yeah.
shitty or good or what.
No, yeah. I have not been unimpressed. I'm impressed.
Nice. I went to the vet once with my cat Merlin a couple years ago, and
That's a good name for a cat.
You should always name your cats after wizards.
you should, right?
Well, cats are basically wizards.
Gandalf is still a perfect cat name. Saruman. But the nurse tech lady started like rubbing this weird black box over his body, and I was like, Merlin, I have no idea what that is either. And like she started cracking up, and she was like looking for the microchip. But I was like, it was really funny because I was like, Merlin, I hope she doesn't put it in your butt. And he was like, he loved it. I don't know. My cat thinks I'm funny as well. He loves it. But what do you have coming up? Do you have any plugs?
A couple things. So I'm in theater sports. I'm going to Montana for a while with Parker. But next week, the 18th, is that a Friday or Saturday? 17th is Friday?
Yeah,
Whatever.
18th is a Saturday.
Okay, yeah, the 17th Friday, I'll be doing a theater sports show at 10:30 at Old Place Market. I also cast in Skid Road 2.
What? I love that. Nick
Yeah.
Shell.
Nice.
Yes.
I love Nick.
Tony Demons directed
Love
the
Nick
show,
and Tony.
Laurel Ryan, Dan Zertucci, Tim Tracy, really awesome cast.
I love Dan Zertucci.
Yeah, he's hilarious. And there's other funny people I can't recall.
Alicia?
Off the top. Yeah, Alicia's in it, I believe.
I want to have Alicia on the podcast. I'm scared to ask her because she's like improv like royalty or improv royalty.
Oh, no, but she's one of the sweetest
Yeah,
women on the
she's
planet.
super nice.
She will say, she's really great.
Cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't be afraid of asking her this because she's the queen of all things.
I'll ask her. I won't get Brandon Felk around here. He'll probably be like, fuck you.
And I just wrapped a show called What If that I was really, really proud of, and I loved it. And we're probably bringing it back next year in the springtime.
Is that a Jet City?
I think
The Jet City.
they
Cool.
said it's going to be like next summer or
Yeah,
something.
something like
Like
that.
the Saturday.
Like,
10:30
just keep
slot.
your eyes out. Jet City does a lot of, they are in-your-face marketing, so you'll see it. It's called What If. And that's
Awesome.
it.
As opposed to UP's apathetic marketing. You might
Yeah.
cut that out.
Nope. Everything stays.
I love Unexpected, but I do shows at Jet City and Unexpected equaling it, so I love both.
Last year I did a lot of, in the last couple of years I did a lot of freelance work for Jet City, did a lot of poster design and brochure design for them, and I haven't done any in like the last like probably 7 or 8 months, but I absolutely loved working with John Excel.
John Excell's amazing.
He's such a kind person, and like doing all the posters for them was just fantastic.
We went to high school together.
You did?
Yeah.
He's such a sweet dude.
Yeah.
I love Blood Squad is like the funniest shit in the world.
Oh, yeah.
I missed this last show, but the last show on Friday night, but like that is like some of the funniest comedy ever.
Oh, yeah.
They're so good. What I got coming up is I'm recording another podcast in a couple weeks. I'm trying to do every other Tuesday now because my improv group was rehearsing 4 days a week, 4 days a month. But people's schedules are getting a little too crazy, so I'm doing it every other Tuesday. So those in between Tuesdays, I'm trying to record a podcast and release like one every week. So I think my next live one at the Pocket is going to be September 16th. And Elizabeth Westerman and my friend John are so far booked. I can have up to 6 people.
Invite myself.
Are you free?
I think so. Let me check.
Put you guys on the spot, but if you guys are free, I would love to have you.
September 16th?
Tuesday, September 16th at 7 o'clock.
I have no idea why I wouldn't be able to do that.
I'll send you a reminder.
Yeah, send me a little.
That is a Wednesday.
Tuesday, September 15th.
Whatever.
Right,
Tuesday, September 15th.
Tuesdays aren't too much of an issue, so yeah, I'm good for that.
Cool.
I was like super bummed I missed the last one, so
Yeah, me too. But Elizabeth Westerman and John Stevens, who is really fucking funny, he just got cast in an ensemble at UP.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
He's a good doctor. Yeah, just let me know, and I have 6 microphones. That means I don't have to do any more searching. It's perfect.
Sweet.
Awesome. Yay. Thanks for coming, guys.
No, it's been a pleasure.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's fun.
All right. It's all good.